So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's caught, Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The 29-yard line. Clear. 55. Check. 55. Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, hey.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Boxing.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Hey, Wahoo! Mike 55, Mike 55. Zoom. Mike 55, right there in the middle. 55. Hey, flag. 52. Check 4. Whip.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, 88. Shift. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
Now it's Bird on the return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Check. Check, hot route. Hot, hot. Rush in. Pilot, 64, weak. Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch the slats, watch the slat.
Now. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw caught here by Bird. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check 56. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 56. Mike's 56. 5.
They'll set up to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
I'm coming after you. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Run. The trap. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He finds his target, Beckham. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Let's go.
Again, it's Cook. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That second down play nets a -4.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, dude. Hey, 4 down.
They'll look to throw here. Airing it out deep for Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Rapid. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Jam. He's coming. Plant. Double up. Hey.
Again, it's Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Inside.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. The 30. And he cuts it back right, and and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
319. 55 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Hey, take 26. Back north. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Rodgers now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Everyone got four down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this one complete to Smith. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Vikings first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Collins. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 35-yard line.
56. Mike.
2nd and 3. Flush to his right. And his throw here is incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
He'll look to throw. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
132 fighter. 56. Hey, box truck. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
2nd and 4. He's got his man Sharp complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Complete to Tajay Sharp. That's a gain of 4. Brings up
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. And he finds Cook. And he's got this down to the 35. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. I'm going to run you over.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. They'll drop the throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick. Right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
319. Too low, tap. Check 3. 26. Check. Deuce. Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Check right. I got one. Alert 3. Shift. Check 26. Kill. Showing it.
This is Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Strong right. We are going. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Watch out.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 9-yard line.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll try the right side with Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Come on, fellas.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs.